Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Friday Night with the Cuz. How's everybody doing tonight? I'm doing a little bit better than I was last week and the week before, so things are getting better. I need to say hello to a few people, but the first people I want to say hello to, two special people, my granddaughter Brooklyn and my grandson Harlan. Hi guys. Anyhow, I know Harlan watches. He saw me on my YouTube channel, my one of my videos, and he was all like, "Whoa!" And then I had dinner with them last week, and he kept looking at me and looking. You see, I know this guy from someplace. Anyhow, let me say hello to some other people here. We got Mr. Steve Pezzi, Rig Wax Workshop, and we got Curly Express in here. And who else do we have? We have Ethan Armitage. How's it going, buddy? Glad to see you in here. And we have Mark E. Saunders. How's it going, buddy? Glad to see you in here. Baby NSF, nice to see you. Let's see. Mr. Ronald Walters, how's it going, buddy? John Tanzillo, nice to see you, buddy. By the way, John Tanzillo, expect a package tomorrow. Surprise! Mr. Kevin Brown, how's it going, my friend? Nice to see you. John Tanzillo, I said hello to. And who else we got? Ronald Walters. Gerald Stewart, how's it going, buddy? Nice to see you. By the way, I am getting reading glasses, so I don't have to be doing this. They should be ready here next week. Norman Rowe, how's it going, bud? Nice to see you. Chris Mitchell. High Plains Drifter. Wow, did I make it all the way down already? Wow, okay. Dundas Junction. James, expect an envelope in the mail here pretty soon. I don't know. It didn't give me a date. It just said it's on its way. So, and there's no tracking number. So there we go. I just saw Mr. Who, Thomas Grassi. How's it going, buddy? Nice to see you in here. SP Mike, glad you can make it in tonight. Who else we got? We're gonna go over lots of things tonight. Someone had asked me last week about this. Now, I got to give you my honest opinion. There's really only a very few items in this kit that I can use because all the piping that is in here you can buy from Evergreen, any size piping you want. Now, if you want to bend some of this piping, that's not a big deal either. I mean, if you can actually probably you probably can build a jig to do some of these bends that they have. I'll show you what I'm talking about here. Hold on. It's like if you needed a bend like that, you probably can build a jig and build it as it is. This is the same, almost the same exact size as this, and I'm sure that if you look at Evergreen stuff, they probably have one that's exactly this size. With that being said, the only things that I would use in this kit would be all these down here. These are knuckle couplers for a bigger pipe and a smaller pipe. Also, I would use these elbows right here. These are the, let's see, let me get back in here. These here are the valve wheels. Oh, I see. I got someone down in the basement. Let me bring this person up here. Hold on a minute. Hello, Mr. John.
Hey, Vinny, how are you?
John's filling in for me tonight because John Dilly has some personal issues he needs to take care of. So I was just explaining about this Walters piping kit, and like I was saying, there's very little stuff on here that I would use. You know, because you can buy the piping from Evergreen. These all down here are all the knuckle couplers and stuff. These are the valve wheels right here, and they do have valves on here someplace. Right up here are the valves. And then they got these little stanchions you can put on the ground to hold the pipe in place. Now, the other thing they got that's kind of weird is this piece right here. But it's something that lays on the ground. It doesn't go over anything. It goes around something. To me, that's to me, it's worthless unless you have something that's really going to be in the way, you know, to get around. If I was to use this piece here, I would break it all apart and I would put them together so I could put them over something like that. So anyhow, that's my opinion on this kit. To me, it's $15. You can get as many pipes as you want for $15. If they were smart, they would sell just this down here and the valves up here, because basically that's all you really need. You can do everything else yourself. So that's my 2 cents about that piping kit. How's it going, John?
Oh, it's going well. Benny, how about you?
I'm hanging in there.
Good. Good evening, everyone. Good to see you.
All right. Thank you for the super chats last week from Grandpa Rails and Dwight Curley and Anthony Dodge. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I want to apologize. I made a mistake last week when I thought Chris Mitchell bought me this cup. Chris, I'm sorry for accusing you, but it was actually Jim Young that bought this cup for me a couple of years ago. And I treasure this cup because it's my favorite cup in the world. It stays cold for a long time, so yeah. Jim Tedesco, how's it going, buddy? Rail Artist, Dave Strange, how's it going? Randall Ellison, nice to see you guys in here. Joe Raider, nice to see you, buddy. Anthony Georgia Sunbelt is in here. I missed him. Hello, Anthony. How's it going, buddy? All right, so next thing I want to talk about is, you guys remember last week I showed you this kit right here. And it's pretty nifty kit. I mean, you could build it this way or this way. You can do that with this kit. But I decided I wanted to make some backdrops out of it. So this is what I came up with. This one and this one.
Oh, they look good.
Yes, I just need to do some painting on them. The windows. What I like about these pipe stuff is 99% of the times, if you use it just the way it comes out, you don't have to cut any windows out, nothing. Everything is already done. All you got to do is glue it together. And they sell these kits in HO. So these are going to be industries or little commercial stores. One is going to be my grandson and one is going to be my granddaughter. And that's going to be a backdrop. You'll see this in my next, not tomorrow's video, but my next update video in the train room. You'll see where these are going to go. All right, so let me get some of this stuff out of my way. Next thing, if you guys remember, a couple of weeks ago, I built this guy. And I was going to use him in my engine facility. It's not 100% correct of what's actually there. So I decided to take this guy and put him on the side and build this guy. This is what it looks like at the Mobesh yard. It's got a half a wall on two sides and it's a drive-through. It doesn't go anywhere on the back side of this. It's just two locomotives can fit in there. It's just a maintenance shed. They don't do anything major there. It's like maybe oil changes or whatever. But that's the way it's going to look on my layout. You'll see this in my next video also. All right, moving right along. Tonight, I'm going to give you guys a demonstration on how to use and install graphics by Highways and Byways. Hello.
Good evening, Tammy and Ray. Good to see you.
How's it going, Tammy and Ray? Nice to see you guys in here. James Young, how's it going, buddy? Who else we got in here? Joe Raider, done this. I think I said hello to everybody. If you see somebody, John, just go ahead and say hello.
There's Kevin from SF Raton NZ.
How's it going, Kevin? All right, John, I'm going to put you in the small category.
All right.
I think this is the one I need to use. Nope, not that one. This one? That's the one. All right, so these kits are parking lot and then street graphics. Tonight, we're going to concentrate on the street graphics. Now, if you guys really want to get technical about this, they actually give you this diagram with the kit. It tells you exactly how to place the railroad crossing graphics on the road. They have this
that's
both in
nice.
HO and N scale, and I don't know, they may have even G scale. I'm not 100% sure. These kits are not expensive, but they save a lot of time. So,
Raymond
in this
Anthony,
kit,
good to see you.
who's that?
Raymond Anthony.
Oh, okay. How's it going, buddy? Nice to see you in there. All right, so in the kit, you'll get, I don't know how well you're going to see this, but you'll get the railroad crossings and the railroad striping for the stop lines. And you'll get a bunch of arrows with only and yield and like stuff like that. What else is on here? School zone, stop, slow, Xing, and then you have left turn, right turn, and straight ahead arrows on there.
Hey, Rodney, good to see you.
And then on here, hold on. Now you get your stripes. These are the white stripes. The ones on this side are the smaller stripes, and these are the long stripes. These are peel and stick. And the same thing with the yellow. Tonight, we're going to concentrate on the white. We're going to use the white. And we're going to use the railroad crossing. And I'll show you how we're going to do this here very, very soon. Let me just show you the other kit, because if we have time, we're going to go ahead and do that also. All right.
Hey, Bill from New Fenris, good to see you.
Oh, I haven't seen him for a while. How's it going, Bill? Nice to see you in here, bud. New Haven Rails. New Fenris. Okay. Well, I tell you what, I can't wait to get my reading glass because I hate bending over to read this stuff. Sucks getting old, I'll tell you that right now. All right, and this is the wait, did I put that in the wrong? I did. Duh. Stupid. All right, let's get this out of here. Now, with the parking lot kit, let me make sure I got this all on the right place. That goes there. Okay.
Hey,
parking lot kit, you'll get handicap insignia, and you'll get fire lane striping and handicap blue striping. And on this one here is no parking, towaway zone, fire zone, all that kind of good stuff. That's what you get in the parking lot. No, wait, there's more. There's got to be more. I'm confused with these bags now. There's one missing. Here.
Hey, Stormy Sky Rail Productions. Good to see you.
How's it going, Stormy? What name is he using tonight? Steve? Jenny?
I don't know. They're being anonymous tonight.
I got to find the other piece here. Hold on, guys. There it is. Okay. Besides all of that, you get more arrows, and then you get enter, drive through, and all of that kind of good stuff for parking lot. So we might get to do some of this tonight also. I'm not 100% sure yet. So these are pretty good kits, and like I say, they save a lot of time from masking off stuff and painting lines and all of that kind of good stuff. And they're not very expensive either. I don't know the cost. That's up to those guys. All right, now this one and this one's got to go in there.
Stormy Sky is Jenny tonight. Good to see you,
Jenny tonight. Hello, Jenny. That's funny. All right, put all of this in here. And when I paint my roads, I usually just paint them flat black. Then I would weather them up later on. But flat black is usually the way I'll go with them. See, this is the school crossing and all of that. On me. School zone. Yeah, that goes over there too. All right. So let's go down to here. Hey, look at my Pringles. They make good storage containers for my styrene stuff. So, like I said, we're going to start with the white stripes first. And this road is going to be actually on my layout. So, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this. I'll see how close I can get to the camera. If you can, oh, you can see them off. Great. You can see on each end, I have a 2-foot inside, and then down the center, I have a line. I will not erase the line because it'll screw up the paint. And how I do this is very, very, it's not prototypical the way I do it. Let's put it that way. What I'll do to measure these out is I'll put a car on there and I'll put stripe in front of it. Then I'll move the car and I'll put a stripe and I'll put it, and so on and so forth. This is going to be a 2-lane road, one in each direction. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do the side shoulders. So, sharp blade, and you put it right under, right there. These guys are vinyl, so they stretch. So try not to pull them when you put them on. And I have, like I had, my line is there. And I always use overlap. And why do I overlap? Because I will put it underneath, kind of hold it a little bit better. So, start there. I'm going to follow this line. Try and get it as straight as you can. And once you get the first one down, you can overlap these. Oh, I took it off the wrong side, duh. Take it off this side. There we go. Gotta straighten this other one out first. Not straight. A little bit better. Now, like I said, you can overlap these. And so that's what we're going to do here. And just follow your line. And now we have a little piece right here that we'll just take another piece of the long one and just cut it. I mean, I could use a short. Let's just use the shorter one since I already peeled it off. Is it long enough? Not long
Double
enough.
Diamond Rower wants to know, is that craft foam or painted styrene?
This is painted styrene, 20 thousandths thickness. And I spray painted it with just a flat black spray paint. So what we'll do is we'll just go ahead and start on the other side, and I'll finish the little pieces later. There's lots of ways you can do the roads, guys. I mean, I look for the easiest way. The mat that I work with is styrene, so why not do my roads in styrene? Yeah, it's a little bit expensive, but I think it's better than doing the Woodland Scenics kits that they have and all the other kits that are out there. To me, this is just easier, and I can do the roads however I want them.
Hey, Rusty, good to see you, man.
Hey, Rusty, what's going on, buddy? Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Okay. I got the microphone behind me. That's why I'm asking. All right, so now I take these two pieces and I just fold them under like that. Da-da-da, da-da-da. Now, I'm going to leave this end piece until the very end. Right now, we're just going to go down the center here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start a car's length away from the edge. And we're going to go ahead and take our first stripe. And we put it right at the front of the car. All you do is just make sure they're straight. Now I'll just take the car and move him down, and so forth all the way down the line. The fun part comes when I start doing the railroad crossing graphics. And you see, this guy doesn't look straight right here. Come on. You can peel these up once or twice, but after that, just cheese the piece out. I should be using the tweezers. That's better. Alright, so we'll just continue on right down the road here. Now these are peel and stick. The graphics, on the other hand, are a little bit different. They are burnish. If you guys don't know what burnish is, I will show you what burnish is here in a little bit.
Hey, Derek, how are you? Derek Alexander wants to know why you don't use a straight edge.
For what? To lay these down?
Yeah, I guess so.
Because the straight edge would probably be in my way. You got to remember how small these pieces are. You know, and the straight edge is higher than what I'm doing here. But it's a good idea. I mean, HO, you probably get away with it in HO. But as far as this goes, I don't see how that would work. I could give it a try though. There we go.
I don't think it's quite a mile, Rodney.
What's that?
That road you're working on.
No. It's not a mile, that's for sure. A mile in N scale is 33 feet. So this here is just over 14 inches. So you figure out the math. All right, almost there. A couple more of these guys, and then we'll get on to the fun stuff.
How thick is that vinyl, man?
It's thin.
Is it?
It's really, I couldn't tell you. I don't know how to measure it. But if you can see, let me see if I can get you over here. See how thin that paper is?
Oh, yeah.
It's half that.
Okay.
So whatever that works out to be.
Ralph says the lines are rarely straight anyway, especially in front of a bar.
Oh, Ralph, I have an answer for you, by the way. You asked last week if you could use paint to put down the ground cover. The answer to that is yes, you can. But once you put the ground cover down, it's covering up all the paint. So you're going to have to go through the whole rigmarole of mixing the detergent and the glue and all of that stuff in order to put other ground cover on. So I hope that answers your question. All right, let's go back to here. Hey, look at that road. That's looking pretty good, man. The reason I'm not finishing that other end yet because I don't know exactly where on my layout this is going to go. I know it's going to go up in the upper level in training room number 2. But I'm not exactly sure if there's going to be a railroad crossing involved or not.
Ralph said thanks.
Okay. Oh, by the way, yeah, that's one thing I wanted to show you guys. I wanted to show you the project from last week, what the project from last week turned out to be. So what you see behind me right now is one part of it. That's all the ground cover. I did not do the ballast yet, but I did all the ground cover, put the buildings back in place, fixed everything that's on the main building. All the piping was broken off. And then we have this shot right here. So yeah, so scenery is coming along very nicely.
Yeah, that's looking good, man.
So I can't wait to get the ballast down, but I'm doing the same thing on the other end of the layout right now. So the only thing that's going to be left for me to cover up in this room is going to be the yard. Once I get once you guys see tomorrow's video and the video after that, then I'll be starting on the yard.
Cool.
So anyhow,
Dustin Zenscale Railroad. Good to see you, man. It's been a while.
Yeah, really. How's it going, buddy? I haven't seen you for quite a while. Glad you can make it in tonight, buddy.
And
All right.
there's Mike's Deep Run Railroad. Good to see you, Mike.
All right. So basically, that's all the striping we're going to do there. So you have traffic that way, and you got traffic that way, and wham bam, thinking, man, plenty of room for cars. And if we have to, we can stick a truck on there, and maybe a truck on this side. There you go. Oops. So now comes the very, very fun part. It's doing these guys. Now these guys are burnished. A lot of you guys might not know what that means, but I'll show you here in a minute. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut one of these guys out. I know I had my ruler in here. Where did I put it? Let me get this stuff out of the way. Now I was telling you guys earlier about the piping kit. I just want to show you one thing before I forget. Let me get back down and get this. Oh, wait, I do have it out. Now, usually I'll do this with a soldering iron or something like that. But if you want to bend this, it's real easy to bend this. Watch. Look at that. And then just hold it there for a second. Because this plastic has a memory. It'll go back straight if you don't hold it there. And there you go. Look at that. Perfect 90 degree. And all it took was a little heat from a cigarette lighter. So that's why I'm saying that piping kit to me is worth it. The only thing that's worked for me in that kit is all the extra plumbing, like the knuckle couplers and the stanchions to lay the pipe on the ground, and all the valves and stuff. Other than that, no. All right, so let's get back to this guy. Now, sometimes these could be hard to peel off of this paper.
Hey, George. Good to see you.
George.
From FL Railroad Dog.
Oh, how you doing, George?
And Anthony from Georgia Sunbelt wants to know, is the bend still oval or crimped?
Good question. It's 90% oval.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that looks pretty good.
All right. So now if you wanted to do something like this, you just build a little jig. Like I would just take a nail and put a nail here in the corner and then a nail here on this side and just heat it and bend it the other way. And I had the same exact bend.
Sure.
So that's what and like you can get evergreen products probably to match every one of the pipes that's in this kit. And in the evergreen kit, if you pay $5 for that kit, you're getting about a minimum of 4 pieces of pipe, maximum of 10 pieces of pipe, depending on what size you get. So to me, like I said, the only thing for me in that kit is the pipe, is the valves and the valve wheels and the mounting places to put the pipe on the ground, so on and so forth. And the one sprue that I showed, there's actually 4 of those exact same sprues. So anyhow, let's get back.
Mike Rail Artist says that when he bends styrene, he uses a birthday cake candle.
Yeah, there you go.
Because it's not as concentrated heat.
Actually, I tried this one time.
Okay.
It doesn't work as effectively
right.
Using the heat on there, but it does bend.
Okay.
Just with the temperature coming out of your mouth. So stop distracting me, John.
I thought that was my job, man.
Oh yeah, that's right. All right, so let's get it down here. All right, I got my first one cut out, and we're going to trim him up a little bit.
Hey, John Knopfel, good to see you.
All right. So now we have this. This is the fun part. Trying to get this off the backing. Usually, if I just get my blade with the sharp side of the blade and try and catch the corner just like that, you can get it off. Just like that. Now you need to be careful because sometimes not everything will come up. So you need to be careful when you pull it up. All right, so now the backing is off. Throw that away. Now, we put this on the road. So we'll get this as centered as we possibly can. All right, here comes the burnishing part. Now, this was a gift from Dave BNSFN Scale. It's a burnishing tool kit, and it's got several sizes of these little balls on the end right here. And that's what you use to burnish the scene. Now, burnishing means just to rub it until it adheres to the surface that you're trying to do. So we'll start up here, and we just keep going over that line. Make sure you get it all. And like I said, when you start peeling this up, you need to peel it up really slow because sometimes it all won't stick down to the road.
Hey, Kyle Stevens, good to see you.
Hey, buddy, how's it going, man? Actually, I should have put this a little further back, but that's all right. All right, now, I don't think it's going to come up properly right now, but we're going to try it and see.
Take care, Kevin.
Oh, look at that. Kevin.
SF Raton.
SF Raton?
Yep.
All right, guys, you see what's happening here? Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am.
That came out nice, Vinny.
Came out really nice. First time, first try.
Sometimes hey, Bernard, good to see you, man.
All right, so now, this is actually, I should have moved this back a little further, but for demonstrations, I might even cut this off. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know where this road's going to go on my layout right now. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take a couple of these lines and put the before and after. And so we'll do that.
All right, Ronald. Have a good night. Good to see you, man.
All right. So now the trick is to get this one off. And hopefully it'll come off just as easily as the other thing came off. Hey, look at that. Yeah, I'm having a good night tonight, guys.
Don't jinx it.
Yeah, really. So we're just gonna turn this guy around. We just put him like right there or something. That looks good. And the same thing, we'll burnish this guy in. And I tell you, I have started using these pretty much when I started building my layout. And I was basically just plywood, and I have these graphics on my plywood. And it was not premium grade plywood, you know. It's like had a lot of splinters and stuff, and this stuff is still down.
Wow. Hey, Dwayne, good to see you.
How you doing, Dwayne? Oh, that's gonna stay too. I think I'll use one of these things they call a tweezer. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Woo-hoo!
Right. John, in the kit comes a graphic that shows where the railroad crossing graphics and the stripes go.
Yes, yes. And that's if you want to get really prototypical and you have enough room on your layout to do such a thing. Because if you look at that, look at the numbers on the side there. How much room you actually need. Look at the stripe that I'm putting down now. Look at the distance between that and the railroad crossing insignia.
Yeah.
See, I'm doing mine really close. But my layout. That's what I can do on my layout.
Anthony wants to know if anybody knows if this works on foam roads,
Uh,
or does it have to find out the hard way?
Anthony, that's a good question. Like I said, I was just down. Oh, hello, Mr. Kevin Brown. I don't have my bell in here. Ding, 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 ding. um, what were we saying now?
If it works on foam roads.
I'm pretty sure it will. I think if you put a coat of paint on the foam, I think this will stick to it. Now, as far as doing the burnishing part, I don't know if the foam is going to be strong enough behind it to actually push down enough to get the burnish to work.
Okay.
So,
John Tanzillo says yes, it does. All of his roads are foam, and it works great.
okay, there you go. All right, so we're going to put this last stripe down here, and I'm just going to guesstimate how far, try to make it as even as I possibly can. Yeah, John Tanzillo uses this stuff. I like it. I mean, yeah, they're my sponsors and everything, but I'll tell you what, I just like the product. I think.
And John says you don't even need paint. It burnishes on fine.
It goes right onto the foam.
Yeah.
All right. See, that's somebody who tried it, and so now problem is, can I get this up without hurting it?
Hey Heath, good to see you, man.
Hello, Heath. Glad you could stop in tonight. Come on now. You're gonna come up. This is funny. I wanted to just pull it up and reposition it. It's stuck down by itself. Oh my God, that's so funny. Anyhow, boys and girls, that's what you got.
Looks good, man.
So this is a 2-lane road that you find out in the country somewhere. And of course, once you start weathering this and start fading it out and stuff like that, it'll look a lot more realistic. What I usually do is just take a powder and run down the center of the road or street or whatever. Now my roads are painted with a grayish color, grayish brown color. But anyhow, that's it for the graphics. I tell you, I wouldn't do it any other way. I can't see somebody taking the time, especially if a road is like, I have a road that's 9 feet long. I could not see myself taking a piece of tape and rolling it out 9 feet and then measuring a 6-inch line and do the second piece of tape. I could not see myself doing that.
Right.
I mean, this makes it so much easier. It's wham, bam. You saw how long, 10 minutes to do all of that?
Yeah, about that.
So, anyhow, let's see. Let's go back to here. There you go. All right. What did I miss in here?
Well, Jim Tedesco wants you to show us how to weather the road.
I can see that. Let me see if I have any weathering stuff here. I don't do a very good job, very in detailed job on weathering.
Derek, that's styrene that Vinny painted flat black.
All right, these are another gift that Dave BNSF gave me. It's a whole bunch of weathering stuff. So what I'm going to do is, let's see if I can get this to work. Now, you guys are making me nervous because weathering is not my forte. So, all right. I'm going to use a small soft brush. Let's get back down here. Just a small soft brush. And this is like a gray. Open it up. So you guys are putting me on the spot tonight. All right. So basically, I'll just do that. Flick it
Derek
out.
Alexander says he won the Highways and Byways kit from you, and he thanks you. He's glad you're showing how to do this. Now he knows what to do.
Well, I had some requests via text messaging. They want to know how to do it. That's why I'm actually doing this tonight.
Cool.
So I got my brush with a little stuff on there, and what I'll do is just run it straight down.
Heath, it's just flat black.
Yeah, just flat black. And just go right down the center of the road. And once you do that, I just take my finger and rub it in. Go across the railroad crossing stuff, cross your white lines. All right, and I'll take a little more.
Dustin says that even when you say something isn't your thing, it still looks amazing.
Who said that?
Dustin Zenscale.
And there you go. That's as far as my weathering would go on this road. I might take another color and go down the center just to show that little extra mark that you see on the roadways.
Right. Hey Ian, good to see you, man.
All right.
Now if you dug a couple of holes in that Vinny, it would look like a brand new Pennsylvania road.
Yeah, there you go. But I don't know if you guys can actually see the difference on that. I can see the difference.
Oh yeah, definitely see it.
So, and like I said, what I'll do is I have a lighter color, but I just don't want to get it. It's in the other room right now. And I'll just go right down the center with the lighter color so it'll look like the marks that you actually see on the road.
Right.
But I mean, I can't say too much about this product. I mean, I just love the product. It makes life so much easier. Especially now because when you guys watch my video tomorrow, you'll see that I'm actually doing all the roads in train room number 1. All the roads are getting redone in there. So this is going to make life a lot easier.
Sure.
So Ian, how's it going, buddy? Nice to see you in here. Dave Strange, how's it going, my friend? Hot Rod Rodney, nice to see you, buddy. Who else we got in there? And now you know. Well, I'm glad that was helpful, Jim. There was actually something I forgot to do today. And I got to put you small again, John.
Okay.
I forgot to do this to thank all my members. Without these guys, these live streams and stuff that I do, the builds and stuff I do, it wasn't for these guys, I wouldn't be able to do it. So anyhow, I would like to thank all these guys. And we'll start off at the top with Mr. Paul Jordan. Then we have Ron at New Haven Rails, Hot Rod Rodney, Joe Rader, Chris Mitchell, Dennis Dew, Dave Hovelson, Bug Moran, Grandpa Rails, Jim Veronico, Ron Moen, Brian Page, Dustin Enscale, Robert Young, Mark Arnold, and Ken Busek. Guys, thank you so much. I do appreciate all of that. It's very, very helpful to me. Anyhow, what do we got? Oh, we have a whole bunch of time left.
Yeah, that went pretty quick.
It did. Actually, I was thinking it was going to take a lot longer than that. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, that's right. I didn't finish. Yeah, I forgot about that. Hold on. Let me get all of this graphic stuff all straightened out here. Because we forgot to do the parking lot. This is a new addition to my layout. Let me get back down there. This would be going up on train room number 2, level 2, restaurant row. This is a Chili's. Now, like I said, there are graphics for this part of the layout also. Nothing on that. Okay. And so I have over here on this one, we'll probably use like the enter. Put an enter line here with an arrow coming in. And then on this side here, we'll put a couple of parking spots. So let me get that ready.
No, John, JD couldn't make it tonight, so I'm filling in for him.
Yeah. And I do appreciate it, John.
Oh, no problem, man.
Okay. Come on, where is everything? There we go.
Yeah, he replaced John with John.
Yeah, really. I don't think I have that much of a choice. It's either John's or Dave's.
Yeah, right.
I mean, one Dave left me and another Dave joined me.
Hey, there's John number 7 from Mystic Railroad. Good to see you,
Hey,
John.
John, how's it going, buddy? All right, so we're going to do this, hopefully. The entrance will be here, and there'll be parking along here, and then we'll put actually, I could put parking. Let me see. I could put parking here. Oh, look, we got a Johnny Law car. No, it would be too tight to do that. Yeah, so we'll just put it on one side, put it over here.
The vendor for the lettering and road markings is Highways and Byways. I know
Right.
they're available at Yankee Dabbler and probably other places too.
Yes, Yankee Dabbler. Or they could buy direct. I mean, if you watch any one of my videos, during the video at some point, like usually at the 7-minute mark, I announce, I do my sponsors splash, and you'll see their webpage on there or their phone number. So that's where you can get in touch with them. I don't, it's funny, to my sponsors, I should have the information available, but I don't. So, all right. So, let's see here. We're not going to use any of the fire lane or anything like that. So we'll put that away over there.
Bernard wants some burnout marks from that new asphalt from them damn kids in their hot rods.
Yeah, really. All right. So there's really not enough room to do everything that I would like to do on this, but we can do some of it. We'll take this enter sign right here. What kind of a printer should I get, John? I'm thinking about doing some decals.
I use Canon inkjet.
Inkjet?
Yeah. It's got really good resolution. It was pretty cheap printer too.
Right. And there we go. Now it's the same thing. You got to peel off the backing, and we'll put the enter right here. And I think we'll cut this down a little bit. All right. And then we do the same thing. We'll try and get it off the backing. Hopefully this will go as easy as the previous two. Hey, damn, I'm having all kinds of good luck tonight, John.
Yeah, you are.
Look at that. Came right off. And again, we need to use the burnishing tool. So we'll put him right about there. All right.
James Young says if it was from a Ford or a Dodge, the black marks would be from oil leaking out of the motor because it blew up.
That's funny. Oh my God. Jeez Louise, look at that.
Wow.
Holy mackerel. Let me take this off here and just show you.
That looks great.
So now that we have this here, again, I just randomly put cars in here and just to get measurements of how I want to put the striping in there. Now the first one will always make the handicap spot. and we'll give him a little extra room. Now I think that when he did these stripes, let's see, I think they're a bit long. So let's see how long they are actually. Each one of these is 24 feet, and I think that's way too long. How long is a car? The car is only 18 feet. So I'm going to do these at 20 feet.
They're probably made for the handicap vans.
Oh, maybe. Maybe. I'm just going to do mine at 20 feet and be done with it. Now these blue ones are also peel and stick. And I usually use my grid to get my cuts straight. Okay.
Heath wants to know what he's supposed to put a check mark on.
Oh, my granddaughter did these T-shirts. It was something that was on her mind to put a check mark on it. And she did these T-shirts for a fundraiser for her softball team. So.
Cool.
All right, here we go. And I know you guys are probably not going to see what I'm doing here, but I'm going to show you a little trick that I learned as I was doing this. But in order to see, that's crooked. In order to see the insignia, I would like to put some white under there. And I'll show you how I'm going to do that.
Heath wants to know what burnishing tool you recommend.
Heath, I really don't know the brand. Let me see if there's a brand on here. And it does not, actually. You might ask Dave BNSF where he got these. These were a gift from him, so I don't know exactly where he got it from. But this is a pretty cool kit. It's got a whole bunch of different size burnishing tools in there as far as the tip goes. So, like I was saying, I like to put a little bit of white under the insignia. So, I have this white masking tape. And what I'll do is I'll just cut out a little square and we'll place that down and then we'll put the insignia on top of it. So we'll put this here. This is going to be a real small square. I think I did this on one of my other roads. I think this is what I did. All right.
I had a few Mustangs too, John.
Mustangs?
Yep.
What's that? That made by
Mustang.
Chevrolet?
What's that?
It says that made by Chevrolet? All right, let me see if this is going to fit on here before I cut anymore. Yeah, I can go half. I'll go with that one.
Ah, nice, John. Oh, that's real nice, Bernard.
What's that?
Bernard had a 69 ST Boss 429.
Ooh.
And John had the 25th anniversary Emerald Green convertible.
Ooh.
I had two 1970 Mach 1s.
I'm sorry I can't talk about Fords because I'm a Chevy guy. All right, so now we'll just go ahead and cut our little insignia out. As you can see, I put a little white thing right there. All right, and knife.
He says he thought you were a BMW guy, Ben.
I only worked on, I made my money with those. They were not my car. It's funny because the newer models are even worse than they ever were. And, you know, BMW is trying to keep up with the Japanese by doing all these different models. I think BMW's got like 10 models now.
Wow.
I don't remember if this is peel and stick or is this. I don't remember. This was my suggestion to Highways and Byways, by the way, to do the handicap.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now, I don't remember if this is a peel and stick or is it a burnish. I think it's a peel and stick. Uh-oh. I'm gonna have I opened my mouth too soon, John. Well, one way or another, it's got to come off. Either it's a burnish or it's a stick on. So one way or another, it's got to come off. Of course, it's not going to come off. It's not going to be nice to me. So I can finish this little project tonight. Really? It's not working, John.
Uh-oh.
Can't get it off. I don't remember. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I was trying to get the wrong place off. Anyhow, you can see it on my knife.
Yep.
Now, the trick is to get it straight on the white. Ta-da!
Oh, looks good.
Now I just have to do a couple of white stripes. This is going to be like this.
Now, is the diagram of the wheelchair, is that in white or is that
No,
clear?
it's actually see-through.
Okay, that's why you put the white underneath.
That's why I put the white under there. See, the first time I used it, I actually painted the area. And I said to myself, that's a total waste of time, too. I had this white tape. Why not just use the white tape, you know?
Yeah, right.
And the white tape worked perfectly. So what I'm going to do is I'll leave a little space in between the handicap spot and the first parking spot as if it were van accessible.
All right.
Okay, where's my white stripes now? No, not those. Oh no. I got too much junk on this desk right now. There they are. And I made the blue ones 20 feet, so I'll make the white ones 20 feet also.
James Young says a wise man once told him, if you ain't making a mess, you're not working.
That's true, I guess. Yeah, my bosses didn't like messes, though. It's not that critical to get these straight, but if you can, might as well. All right, so
All right, Dave Strange, have a good night, man. It's good to see you.
all right, Dave, take care, buddy.
John, I'd be happy to sidekick your stream.
Who John is that?
Mystic.
Oh, Mystic.
Yeah.
The John and John Show. Now, theoretically, this is not prototypical. They do not have a Chili's in this area, but on my layout, it does. It's a cheap pre-built restaurant. Now, with the red stripes that I have, I can do spaces like for dumpsters
All right.
and mark up a space for dumpsters and stuff. You know. Go one more.
James Young wants you to put the stripes at an angle for angle parking.
Not now. Actually, you know what? I found out doing them straight, you actually get more cars in parking than you do on an angle. I mean, on my layout. Okay. Of course, if you go to a real restaurant, it's got a lot more parking area. So yeah, they can do the angle parking. But I tried it because I think it looked cool to see the angle. And instead of getting 4 cars, I was only able to get 3 cars. You know, so
Right.
it was a compromise.
And Anthony wants to see you put the stripes around a curve.
There is no curve here. And there you go. So now you got that. That. Come on, I have more cars. I have more cars out here than that.
Hey, there's Artie. Good to see you, Artie.
And so that's how you do a parking lot. What do you think?
I think it looks good.
Not too shabby, eh?
I'm impressed with how crisp the enter and the handicap signs are.
Yeah, yeah. He does a really good job on the graphics. You know, it's like really and everything. Everything is pretty much to scale. If you measure the striping that I just put down, it's like 6 inches scale.
Okay. Okay.
So but anyhow, yeah, so I thought I'd just give you guys a little information on these highways and byways stuff. Maybe you guys will buy some more and make my sponsor a little happy.
Later, Kyle.
Tell them the cuz sent you over. Yeah, I'm going to get going now because I'm typing. But anyhow, like I was saying, you could move this over a little bit more here. Let me see, get back down there. I can move it over to one side, and then on this side here, I can put a couple of dumpsters there and put no parking if I want to put the no parking there, you know.
Right.
So there's a lot of stuff you can do with the graphic stuff. And yes, you can put it on an angle. But like I said, you put it on the angle. On this one here, you'll get more. But see, you only get 4 plus the handicap. So either way. All right. So anyhow, with all of that being said, let's get back up here. Hope you guys enjoyed what I did tonight, and hope you get a little education out of it and see how easy it is to do this striping stuff for your roads and highways and stuff. The next big project I'm going to have with this is doing my I-10 overpass. That thing is 4 feet long.
Wow.
So the way I'm gonna keep. I don't want to draw lines on that because that's like a gray color and you'll see the line. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do like a, contractors have that chalk line, but I'm not gonna use the chalk line. I'm just gonna use a line that goes across. I'll put a nail at the front and the back,
Right.
and just use that as my guide for a straight line, rather than drawing something on there. But anyhow. All right, guys, I am going to call it good for tonight. I am a little hungry. It's a little after 6 here. It's like 6:07 here. For you guys, it's probably 9 o'clock already.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Anyhow, John, I appreciate you giving me a hand tonight.
Anytime, Benny. I'm happy to, man.
All right. Anyhow, guys, talk to you later. Tomorrow's video is going to be a premiere video. It's going to be update number 3, I think. Update number 3 in train room number 1. There's a lot of stuff that's going to be going on, a lot of different areas I'm working on in the same video. So be prepared to be jumping around the layout.
Cool. All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Take care.